They're coming out in droves.
And here we see coming to the ring is Brandon Rogers. Brandon Rogers trains out of Bluefield, Virginia, under Derek Lambert there at Advantage MMA. This is another guy who has MMA experience. He's 3-3, and also 1-1 in boxing. So he's done a little bit of everything. This will be the first time we see him kickbox.
And as you said, Derek Lambert's one heck of a boxer, so I'm sure that those guys have got a heck of a gym, great training regimen. They've had a few guys on bare knuckle fights. I mean, heck of a gym out there in Princeton and Bluefield.
It really is. Advantage, it looks like a world-class level gym. You know, just looking at pictures of the place. Last time I talked to Derek, I was telling him, man, you've got a crazy good gym.
They do,
and he's very proud of that place.
Well, and they should be, because that's an area, meaning Bluefield, Princeton, doesn't have a huge population, and the fact that they've taken that place and done so well and had such great fighters with what they have to choose from with a small population, just a credit to the trainers.
And here we see Sam Kinker stepping back into the cage for the first time in a while. And I was a little disappointed to not see him in his Spider-Man mask.
Yeah, I'm not used to this. I don't know if I've, it's been a long time since I've seen his face. He's only got that mask.
Kinker's a guy I'm a big fan of. I expect Brandon Rogers is super game as well. This is a
for the first fight of the evening, a lightweight kickboxing match. 3 2-minute rounds. First, coming out of the blue corner, from Advantage Martial Arts, Brandon Tango Rogers. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, at a Dawghouse in Parkersburg, Samuel Spider Sam Kinker.
I expect this to be a very technical fight. Both guys are really crafty, and they've been there, done that.
It's going to be exciting. Great way to start the night off. You had both fighters coming out traditional stance.
That was a good inside low kick from Rogers there. Kinker, though, is the man who's throwing more volume to start.
Ooh, nice kick to the body.
Oh, beautiful sweep.
You could tell he's practiced that quite a bit. Like, he looked like, yeah, that's my move, right? He knew it was coming. Beautiful. That's real Muay Thai there, too, Nice spinning back fist. Like it.
Definitely going to be a very crafty fight to start the night out. Nice inside low kick again from Rogers.
Yeah, I think Rogers has got those nice low kicks right now. I'm trying to figure out if Kinker's kind of baiting him a little bit. I mean, not on the kicks, but, where he'll turn and kind of stay turned a little bit.
It looks like he wants to spin.
Exactly. But, again, Rogers is really tearing him up with those low kicks. So if he sticks with that, I think he's kind of found a hole there for him, right?
Rogers lands a nice straight right through the guard of Kinker. Yeah. And Kinker returns with a body kick.
To me, Rogers looks like the more relaxed of the two on the feet, for sure.
Kinker has a strange style, though. Every time I've seen him, he's almost wooden. He's kind of stiff, but he's very sharp as well. Like, he's very crafty. You can tell he's been in there. He's put in a lot of rounds.
He doesn't have a lot of head movement, which, a lot of times in kickboxing, you don't move the head a lot. But I think that's why a lot of these punches are finding the mark. But to your point, there's some guys that fight that style. They'll come straight on. They'll take a hit to give a hit. And he's definitely that kind of guy.
But you see the power advantage is definitely with Rogers right now. His kicks have that snap on them every time he's landing.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that he's thrown, he's landed. His kicks look good. His punches look crisp.
He's switching stances quite a bit, too.
Yeah.
Good opening round for Brandon Rogers.
Yeah. Definitely looked good, man. If I must say. What was your thoughts on that opening round there?
It was good. Some nice activity. I think that, the blue corner got in some activity that can do a lot for confidence and things like that. I think that Kinker's just kind of getting warmed up and historically he's been able to take damage and really just power through. So I think,
Kinker's a
got
guy
some
we've
form.
not seen compete in quite a while either. I think ring rust is definitely always a factor when you don't see somebody in there competing quite often.
Mhm.
Is he historically a slow fighter? Yes. Okay. So this round could be a little bit different, Kinker.
Yeah.
Well, it's strange you say that. Like, does he have a tendency to start slow? I think Kinker has a glacial pace like throughout the entire fight, but he still finds a way to land. I find the guy really interesting.
Hmm.
He's just one of those people, like, he's not going to be the fastest. He's not going to win on volume, but he'll land these beautiful shots in the middle of, getting pieced up. Every fight I've seen him, I've seen him lose, but he always loses well.
Okay. He's game. I mean, like he comes, he's not afraid to get hit, as both of you said, but he definitely takes a lot of punishment, huh?
I think it's a speed thing. He's not the fastest guy. So he has to be technical. If he's not technical, I don't think he'd be able to hang with these guys that he's competing with.
Yeah, and that's an excellent point, right? That the same punches and kicks coming from him aren't the same, as for Rogers there, because Rogers got a little bit more speed to him. So there's another try to foot sweep attempt. It's definitely something he must work on at the gym quite a bit, right? Because he's looked for that foot sweep quite a bit.
You see, Kinker was wise to it there and stopped him from actually taking him off his feet.
Yeah, Rogers changing his stance a little bit now, looking for the left high kick, the left body kick. Nice.
Ooh,
good hook.
nice left hook.
Didn't seem like it bothered Kinker at all, but it landed flush.
Kinker's throwing from just a little too far away.
Yeah, I think might want to settle into that range a little bit more. It looks like he has some power behind what he's throwing, just still trying to figure out that range.
And his side there from that body kick of Rogers is red. You can definitely see the damage that it's been doing.
Yeah.
But you see there, Kinker still in his face. That's what happened in his last fight with Grayson Hostetter. Hostetter came out the first 2 rounds looking very strong, piecing Kinker up. Kinker maintains this same pace throughout the whole fight. And eventually Hostetter got tired beating him up, and you see Kinker come on stronger at the end of the fight.
Slow and steady does sometimes really win the race in the end.
I learned that from the tortoise and the hare.
Well, ring's true in combative sports as well.
I'd like to see a little bit more activity. I would, definitely say that Kinker's lost the last 2 rounds, but I mean, as you said, he's kind of got the same game plan. He's coming ahead. But that being said, he needs to make some adjustments here if he wants a different outcome.
He's definitely down 2 rounds. So I think the only logical way he could win this fight is with a knockdown or a finish.
Yes. But Rogers slowed down that round, definitely at the end, to your point, right? Maybe he, I don't mean this a bad way, but maybe he got wore out hitting him, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Well,
you can see him in the corner.
Homer Simpson situation.
Yeah, he's definitely breathing heavy right here. Look at him in the corner. I mean, he's not in any trouble by any means, but he definitely looks like he's getting a little bit tired.
Well, like most guys are used to fighting at a pace where, I'm gonna end this fight and then it'll be over, and they're exploding. Kinker's not exploding. He's fighting smart. He's always fighting like that. That's why I like watching him.
Yeah, and his style seems more suited to like a 6, 8, 10 round fight, right? Where he would come on at the end. He's just not getting the speed together where I could see him, he's going to just be down a couple rounds, but he's a guy that's going to keep coming.
You see the Rogers pouring it on him.
Yeah.
Rogers still got plenty of gas left in the tank.
Yeah, it's definitely picked up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, good body shot by Rogers there.
I think Rogers' best shots are coming from that southpaw stance. He's really looks confident with his hands when he's standing southpaw.
Yeah. And Kinker doesn't have an answer for that left kick to the body. No.
Got a little off balance there, though.
Good double kick there by Kinker.
Kinker's got a really active lead foot.
Yeah.
I like how when he misses that lead leg kick, he'll switch to that little unique hook kick he does.
Since that opening round, that foot sweep has not worked. I mean, Kinker's definitely made an adjustment on that.
Nice
Nice lead hook by Kinker. So far, Kinker's best round, maybe. Best start of the
Well, it reminds me so much of the last fight I saw Kinker in. It was a totally different fight that final round. He got beat up the first two, maintains that same steady pace, and here he is in the third having the most success he's had all night.
Yeah, and you can see, like, Rogers just took a deep breath there. He's definitely tired, but, you know, unfortunately, the 3-round fight he's going to win unanimously. But again, if this was 3 more rounds, 4 more rounds, maybe he has, you know, a different outcome, maybe not.
Kinker looking strong, though.
Yeah.
He's dictating the pace of this round now.
Yes, you definitely hit the nail on the head where he's just going to come at you and he can take the punishment. And that kind of definitely wore Rogers out there. Look at that. That's a knockdown. That 100% should be counted.
He was definitely on his heels there, but it's not counted as a knockdown. Definitely don't think he was hurt when he was off balance and he got caught. I think that was a knockdown, which if it was marked a knockdown, that's a draw.
Exactly, and unfortunately it was not marked a knockdown. And those are tough, guys. Like, sometimes when you're throwing a kick and you fall, that is not knockdown.
I'd love to see the replay there on that at the end of the fight. I think we've got super slow motion replays. I think we got a new thing.
There you go.
Let's see what we can do here.
The replay here.
A little left hook, but he's on his heels.
Still
He's
on
off
his heel.
balance.
Off balance, but it's kind of the point. Look, it can go either way. The ref made his decision. Can go either way, but
Let's take one more look at it. At that knockdown.
that's a good hook there.
Kinker had really good moments there in the third round, which is, you know, kind of what I predicted. I figured we would see him start to come on stronger. Kinker's an interesting fighter. You know, I might see him lose every time, but I like seeing Kinker fight.
He's definitely a fighter, right? He was born to do that stuff. So
I'm going to go talk to the winner. It's looking like it's going to be Brandon Rogers. He had a strong opening 2 rounds, and I think he did enough.
I believe so. He looked very technical. Great job by him in his gym. Should really take that long to come up with the decision. Unless somebody's not good at
Rounds of action, we have a decision. All 3 judges score it for the blue corner, Brandon Tango Rogers. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brandon Tango Rogers.
My friend, that was an excellent performance. You look sharp. First 2 rounds were absolutely beautiful, but Kinker's a tough guy. He hung in there. Started coming on a little stronger in that third. I saw you were getting a little tired, beating him up. And he's one of those guys. Talk me through that fight.
He was real tough. It was more than I expected, but it was fun. It's my first time kickboxing. I'll be back. I liked it. I hope y'all enjoyed. And hopefully we're back in December for y'all's next card. I appreciate y'all having me. Keith, thank you. And that's it. I ain't got much to say. Thank you to my opponent for fighting. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to do nothing. Thank y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Brandon Tango Rogers.